That's your nut.
Okay, we're gonna try to do a video on this frame job truck fix here. Tell us a little bit about it, Alan.
Belongs to a gentleman in Atlanta, good friends with our neighbor. He pulled out in front of a car, should have dodged when he didn't.
Should have died when he ducked, or ducked when he died.
He knocked the front end off of it, and he took it to a body shop over there, and they went to straighten the frame cracked. It'd been some butchery went on under that truck, and that body shop didn't want to fool with it after that. So he told him he'd buy a new frame and switch it under there. They still didn't want to fool with it. And so Larry came over here and he said, hey, my friend's got a 48 truck, and he wants a frame put under it and then fix the front end. And he said, it's a really nice truck. And it is. Jason may have done a video on it, I don't know.
No, we hadn't showed it yet. Showed the truck yet. It'll come later.
But we're putting a chassis under it. The way I look at it, you get a late model GM that's damaged pretty bad in an accident. F-150, you got to put a frame under them that you can hardly straighten them. I know we did a lot of them, the body shop where Drake and I were before. And so I told him we'd do it. Of course, we enjoy working on this stuff. I don't know why, but we do. And that's what it is. It's a nice 48 F1, 351 Windsor. This is a total cost involved chassis with the rear end, 9-inch rear end, the Mustang 2 front end, fully, everything here's supposed to be here to assemble it. So.
And we're gonna take y'all through the assemble, whole 9 yards. So keep watching. Here we are sanding on the frame, getting it ready for primer. What you got there, Drake?
What the hell? We said three. I don't know. Year ago, ordered offline, did a good job, but it's gonna go.
You been sanding with 80 grit?
But 80 grit.
I was using 180.
It's taking so long. That's why he quit.
We know which side's gonna be smooth now, don't we?
Yeah, that's that.
Just about got it ready, sanded down, put the primer on it. You can hear me over the sander. I'm trying to talk close to it. Here she comes.
Your hand, with your hand, bro.
No time for talking, buddy. Camera's rolling.
I ain't talking.
Work be working.
I'm working.
Sanding on the back now. There's the middle of the frame. The front of the frame. The other side of the frame. Let's go back here where Alan's at. Okay, let's go to the back of the frame. Well, you can see Drake's got the frame sanded good.
Oh, you big strong man.
Come on, guys, that's supposed to be easy.
That might be a little tall. What's that?
All right, we got our painter's choice grease and wax remover being applied after getting it sanded. Yinko here is wiping it down. Yinko, hey, I kind of like that. He's about slow like a Nova. Oh, that'll get some loving, won't it? But anyway, we're getting it wiped down with the grease and wax remover. Drake's shaking up the etching primer. Chico.
And I'm the man.
Oh. What's the etching primer here?
Exalta VS 3000.
Etching primer. Spray that on our bare metal. About got it ready, fix start priming. All right, here we go with the etching primer. Sanding out on runs now. We ain't supposed to have to sand it. Come on, man.
Where's that rag? I think the last time
Okay, here we go with the etching primer. wait 20 minutes, and then we top coat it with the building primer. It'll be fun trying to prime this right here, all the ups and downs.
I don't really know which way to go.
What we should have done is probably turned it up on its side, let you done like the bottom stuff, then rolled it on its over and done the other stuff. Okay, we got the edge prime on it. Like I said, this primer right here, you spray it on, give it 20 minutes, and then you top coat it with the building primer. Hey, if we was making a camo truck, it'd look pretty good just like that. Stuff looks like it lays down real nice. We'll get ready to start spraying another primer here in about 15 minutes. All right, here we're going with the primer. Like I said, you just put this right over the top of that etching primer. And this right here will be our final prime, full band of primer. I can't hear you.
It don't want to pull out.
Got it good and thick. Anyway, we're gonna get her primed. All right, we got it in full prime. We'll let this cure for a couple days. We'll be ready to sand it, start painting.
Alright guys, here's the frame for the 51 F1. I'm about to spray it black. I've wiped it down, tacked it off, I've greased it, wax remover it, I put a little adhesion promoter on it.
didn't get any videos of me spraying, but I did get it sprayed. There it is, the frame. Let me tell you, that was tough painting. I know to put that first coat on, I didn't look at the second, what time it took me to do the second coat, but I know the first coat, 45 minutes of spraying. Try and get all them bars and nooks and crannies, and then it's hard to spray. And trying my best to keep it wet, but you know, the overspray goes off and it's killing my shiny spots. Man, that's hard to paint. But there it is for the Ford truck. It is painted. We used Tamco single stage black. I believe the paint code is, or not the paint code, but the product number, AG900 jet black. We have found that several years ago. We painted we've actually painted 2 Chevrolet trucks all over, 55 First Series and a square body with that paint. And we bought their Tamco single stage white and we painted Torino. Really impressed with that paint. We really do like it. Every chance we paint something black, that's what we use. But there you have it. Frame's painted. Be ready to start bolting parts on.
Okay, we got the frame out of the paint booth. It is painted slick black. Turned out real nice. So our plan now is hopefully we can get this baby set up on the short lift over there and we can start assembling it. We got to paint the parts first, and you'll see that here in the next series, the unboxing of the parts, and we got to get them painted. And as soon as we get them painted, Edwin can start mounting them. I don't know what Drake's plan is. I kind of figure he's going to try to paint all the parts at one time, I'm sure, but there's a whole lot of little parts. But if he could get like the rear end housing and the 4-link bars painted and the track bar, Edwin can start putting it under there, and then get the spindles painted, the upper and lower control arms, get them painted, and we can get them put up under there and get the wheels and tires on it to be a roller. Then we can get the other truck out of the trailer and hopefully start getting it tore apart. Because we need to get the motor transmission out. We got to remount the master cylinder and all that. Of course, we can go ahead and put the master cylinder and the brake lines back on now like it is. So I'm sure Drake's probably going to get Edwin to start putting them on while he's getting the parts ready to paint. Well, I ain't sure, but I'm sure he'll have Joey start getting the parts ready to paint. Because I think Drake's got to assemble the Camaro. But anyway, he'll start assembling these parts and getting this frame together. Okay, we got our frame here. We're about to start putting the brake lines and brake stuff on it. Got the master cylinder brake booster set up right here. It bolts right there under the floor. So we're fixing to go ahead and get it bolted in. And then we'll get our brake lines down, start running our brake lines to everything, get them mounted on. And that way we'll be ready to start putting the suspension parts on it.
Here it is. Etched, primed, sealed, painted, and cleared. Motor mounts. Control arms. Wiggly pin. Wobbly shafts.
Okay, as you can see, we got the front suspension on, sway bar. They sent us something wrong on the end links or the wrong bar or something, so we got to get with them. But we got the coilovers on, lower upper control arms, rack and pinion, brakes, spindles, tie rod ends, all that. Back here at the back, got the rear end in, 4-link bars, 300 center section, I think. Got the panhard bar, or whatever you want to call it, tie bar. Anyway, coilovers, got all that in. Everything ready to go, brake lines up. Now we can hook up the brake hoses, and we could actually go ahead and start bleeding the system and get the brakes working. We don't have a lever to mash for the master cylinder yet, but we could work the rod through the booster there, and we could actually go ahead and get the brakes hooked up, bled out to make sure we don't have any leaks or anything. So we'll probably go ahead and do that and then go from there. Okay, so we got the frame in here on the other side. Like I said, we've got everything put on it that we can put on it right now. We're still waiting to hear from them on the sway bar. See if they sent the wrong sway bar, the wrong end links, or what it is for sure. Still waiting to hear on them for that. But anyway, we've got it in this side over here because we're fixing the truck's coming. We're gonna pull it in here beside it, and that way when we start taking off on this one, onto this one. So let's go out here and see what's coming off the trailer. All right there it is. We're fixing to unload it. See if we can get it in the shop.
You don't have sway bar on this truck.
Okay. All right, dude.
Here it comes.
Cut this way.
Oh,
There's a Scotch in there.
hold on.
Need to catch up away from
About a trailer full, ain't it?
Yeah. Now then you'll have to straighten that. Look at your wheel right here. Straight back. You on the right? Press it hard, press it hard. Press it hard. There you go.
I felt pretty comfortable with brakes hard, but I'm still pretty nervous.
Yeah, you never know.
All right.
Well, here it is. Joey's done drove it.
Lawnmower. I was really considered this. We wrote.
Okay, if you can see, Edwin got the front end off and got the motor out today. Got it here sitting on the floor. We'll get it cleaned up, get it ready to sit on the frame. Got the mounts for it right over there in the box, and we'll bolt them on. Sets in the mounts on the hole. If you can see in this frame, this is what they had. They had like an old style stud mount that stuck through there on this piece of metal. And right here was the big problem with this frame. See where it cracked right here? I don't know, this was some kind of custom made frame. You can see some brackets and stuff welded on it. But when they was pulling on it, it was just cracking, I guess, so brittle and stuff from the impact. So that's why they quit messing with it. And he offered to buy the new frame, but they didn't want him to mess with it after that, so that's why he brought it to us. But like I said, we got the motor transmission out, and we'll get them, hopefully get them set over in that frame tomorrow and start moving along. Okay, so everyone's got the motor set down on the frame. It's got it bolted down, motor mounts bolted on, frame mounts bolted down tight, transmission cross members under it. Motor sitting in place, so we're ready to start changing the bed and the cab. Get that bed and cab set off, put on here, get his wheels and tires transferred over. We're actually ready to put fluid in the master cylinder and get it bled out while we can get to it. Get the brakes all working, but it's coming along real nice. Okay, we got the bed removed. Removed the gas tank. Got it over here. Got it set on some jack stands right now, getting it up in place. Got to get it in the exact place that the filter neck will go right there. So it's got to be put exactly in this frame like it is in that frame. So we're getting it mocked up, and then we'll be ready to set the bed on. Okay, we got the bed sitting on it. Got the back wheels on it. See it there? Got the motor on, drive shaft in. We're fixing to put it on the trailer and go ahead and carry it to the muffler shop and get the exhaust hooked up. That's why we set the bed on in place. That way they know how to run the tips, so the tips can come out like they need to. Well, because we didn't want the tips to come out and then the bed set on them or something like that, because they ain't exactly gonna work how they was on the other frame. There's a little side shot of it like that. But anyway, we're gonna get it loaded up, take it to the muffler shop. Going up on the trailer. Get her to the exhaust shop.
That black
Slowly but surely.
Come out of that shop. All right. I try not to make everybody so dizzy. Let me stop that. Here we are. We're going to Sand Mountain Muffler. Going to take Charlie Jones's, AKA Sawdust, his 48 F1 up to get exhaust put on it. Charlie Gilbert and Zach Gilbert up at Sand Mountain Muffler are supposed to do this for us. before we put the cab and all on it. So we want to get it up there this morning so we can get back and paint a 95 Mustang GT. And for Randy Gossett, get that and finished up when we get back, hopefully. I don't think we're that far. Right there it is. It sneaks up on you. They hid behind that tree right there. And you can't hardly see where you're going to till you just there. Oh, look here, Drake. We got a four-wheeler for sale. Got a four-wheeler for sale if anybody's interested. Sand Mountain Muffler. That's who you contact on that. Look at their little place. So nice and neat. He pulled out in front of me this morning in that truck. All right. Do what? Y'all sleep in there?
Trying.
Come on, wake up. We got that 48 F1 out here on the trailer. And a week late, but it's here. And it's still just hobble-dobble together to get it here. Well, y'all got a busy day lined up.
Pretty much a full day.
How much is the four-wheeler?
Probably $2,500, I think.
Yeah.
That's really what he's going to get out of it. I don't know. That's my brother's four-wheeler.
Right. Where's Charlie at? Still in bed? Yeah. I was late this morning. My brother called me, and I said, "Good thing you called." Trying to get video for Jason on that YouTube. I'm not much of a cameraman.
Yeah.
What you doing to yours?
That's somebody else.
Oh, is it? Is that Drake's?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew it pulled out in front of me there this morning, and I thought, well, that's Drake's truck, but then it wasn't Drake driving. It was you. Oh, Zach was driving it? Okay. That's Drake Cook's truck, Geraldine Tire. Yeah, I'd like to kind of know what you're gonna do on the tailpipes, because the mess they had under it come under the frame, outside the frame, over the rear end, and dumped at the rear fenders. And I don't think he'll be just terribly dead set on dumping at the rear fenders just so they look decent, you know. It's tight.
Okay, before we could get back over to the muffler shop, they done got it off the lift. But you can see, done some nice work on it. See how they run back through there. I don't know if I can get under here and show you the tailpipes or not. See what we can do. Right there's tailpipes. See how they're kind of hidden, but they dump out there. Fit them through there real nice. Come around the coilovers. Done a real good job. But that's the thing about Sand Mountain Muffler. You'll always get good quality work out of them, whether you got a 2020 or a 1920. They'll do you a good job. So check them out, Sand Mountain Muffler. Appreciate it. Anyway, check them out, Sand Mountain Muffler. Appreciate them jumping on this for us, getting it knocked out. So now we're having to do a little modifications to get the bed fit just right on here, but Ed was working on that. And if you saw on Wednesday's video, he's working on mounting the cab. So we'll get them mounts fixed. We'll be able to move the cab to this chassis, and then we'll be able to start the body work on the front end, get the new fenders and everything like that.
Here we are lowering the cab of the F1 onto the new frame.
Okay, we're still working on the 48 here. Like I said, last video, or well, not video, we got the exhaust on. I think Edwin just about has all the wiring done in the cab. Can't really see too much in there, but let's see if we can open this door. Anyway, got the battery mounted back down. Everything in the dash wired up. Drive shaft is in. Fuel tank, I think. I'm not sure if he's figured out what's going to do on the wheels yet, but got the steering. We had a little problem with the steering. It was different than the other truck, so we had to get some new parts and had to get another tab to weld it, to mount it over here so we could run it to keep it around the headers. So we got that hooked up, transmission linkage is hooked up. I think now we're fixing to actually bleed the brakes. So let's get them brakes flipped. One coming out of that side of the shop.
That frame's been aggravating, but it's got the right stance, right height, the right rake. That old truck looks good. Taking it over to the alignment, to have the alignment done on it. Man, it looks good. Like how it's turned out. Painted the parts this morning for it, so get the alignment done on it. And we bolt fenders and all back on. Man, that thing looks good.
Charlie Jones here. I wanted to brag on my buddies over at the 256 garage in Geraldine, Alabama. These boys are awesome. They took this F1, 48 F1. The frame was bent on it. I had a little fender bender. Bent the frame. I had to order a new frame, custom built frame from TCI. It's four-wheel disc brakes, racket pinion steering, rear stabilizer bars, four-wheel disc brakes, extra large rotors. I was able to put 18 wheels on the front, 20s on the rear. But they swapped this truck, did the frame swap, complete swap, and they did a beautiful job. Me and my wife can't say enough good things about them. They do things right. That's all I gotta say is they don't get in a hurry about it, which is good. So if you want your truck done right, just be patient. Call 256 and guarantee you they can take care of you. I even had some door issues. Now the door's even shut well. The hood was, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe how rippled that hood was. And now it looks like a brand new one. So, you know, I really need to get a good paint job on it. Wasn't worried about the paint, but what they did match, awesome, very well matched it really good. Like I say, they even had to modify my fuel tank back there. Well, on this new frame, the spout didn't come up in the same place on the bed. So I'll give you a shot of the inside. But man, I can't say enough about these guys. They are fantastic. Alan, Drake, the boys. They just some good old country boys, man, and they know how to do things right. And my hat's off to them. I can't say enough good things about them. God bless y'all, and thank God for Ford F-100s.